you have been in the limelight a lot for Kalamsat, and congratulations. It's very inspiring. So before we start, I would like to tell you something about Campus Varta. So Campus Varta is India's first edtech platform. We try to connect various campuses for students, especially the rural students who are not that privileged to get information, first-hand information on time so that they can use the opportunities. So basically, Campus Vata is that platform from where you can get the various information about various campuses, various universities, pan India. All right. So coming back to your Kalam Sat was launched on the 22nd of June 2017. It's been 3 years now, and it was world's smallest, lightest, and India's first satellite to be launched in space by NASA. It was your brainchild, and it was a work in collaboration with Space Kids India. You're also currently working as a lead scientist and CTO at Space Kids India. So all that is commendable, and congratulate you for attaining all this at such a young age. You were maybe even younger than I am right now when you did this. So would you like to tell something more about it?
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me today and for this cool interview. I hope this will help a lot of students out there. First of all, I want to say it is not the Kalamsat one. It is not something like collaboration with Space Kids India or something. I am part of Space Kids India from 2012. So when Kalamsat was happening, I was the lead scientist. And after Kalamsat, now I'm the chief technology officer. I'm lead scientist for Space Kids India. So it is an entire,
Right.
we had around 7 people in that. So, coming back to the, Kalamsat, it was, one of the important project in our in our mission because even though we are creating satellites from 2015 itself, from 2015 itself we are building satellites. Kalamsat is the one which gave us the right opportunity, uh, gave us the right how to say the platform to exhibit on, so we can have more opportunities in the future. That is how it all got started. And by God's grace, after Kalamsat, we have launched Kalamsat 2 from ISRO. Kalamsat 2, which got launched last year, 2019, January 24th, from Sriharikota on the PSLV C-44. And right now, we are working on a satellite called Vikramsat because it is the 100th birth anniversary of Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, who is the father of Indian space program. So, few more satellites are being built.
Right, that's actually very great, and I'm looking forward to it. I read a lot about your work, and I was so awestruck because you have started uh, thinking about these things at such a young age. Like at your age, most students are so confused about what they should do or what they have to do in the coming years after school. But you had such brilliant ideas, and I have taken a lot of inspiration from you. So I was reading in one of your interviews, and you mentioned that your father has instilled this fascination of space in you. So would you like to share one major learning that you took from him and which has inspired you in working and motivated you?
Yeah, you're correct. I have spoke about my father in many interviews because he is a person I can, never give him enough credit of. Because my father was actually a scientist. He was also a scientist, and I basically my entire childhood grew up in his laboratory. He was also an electronics and communication professor. He is the one who gave me the computer at the age of just 5 years old. I started programming when I was just 5 years old. I started making circuits when I was around 7 years old. One of the major thing, it is not like one major thing, but I would say it is a chain of small events which happened with my dad, which helped me to be in this position today. Uh, One of the thing is whenever a launch happens, whether it is a ISRO launch or like a past Apollo launches or something, my dad used to sit together with me. We both used to watch all the rocket launches together. So one of the launch is INSAT 4C. INSAT 4C was an Indian communication satellite developed by ISRO. I think when I was around 7 to 8 years old, I don't exactly remember my age at the time. The INSAT 4C was getting launched on board GSLV Mark 1, I guess, Mark 1 or Mark 2, I guess. So GSLV Mark 1 and Mark 2 is one of the toughest projects. You know, it's not like toughest project. It was a project which gave a lot of troubles to our Indian scientists because they were
Right.
developing the first cryogenic engine, all indigenous cryogenic engine. So my dad and I was watching that video, and my dad told, this launch is going to be a big success, and we all were, waiting in front of the TV. After a few seconds after the launch, the rocket just exploded and broke into tiny, tiny pieces, and the entire sky, the sky become started looking like a fireball. So I was asking, I was very curious, but it looked like a firework at that age. I was say, I was 7 years old, so it looked like a grand firework to me. So I asked my dad like what is happening, and I was like joking about it become firework and usual the normal stuff we kids do at that age. He really got like little bit pissed off because of the event, event, and also because of me laughing because at that age I don't know how much it matters, how much money it was poured into it. That time he told me that when you grow up, if you try to build your own rocket or satellite, then you will understand how hard it is. So that is a moment which motivated me to get into this industry because many students at the young age they wanted to become an astronaut, or many of us wanted to become a pilot when we were young, and as we grow up our goals change, our priorities change, but this is a particular event which helped me to stay in this industry.
Right. So basically, it was starting young that has worked a lot for you, and you were so interested in space at such a young age that you grew up to do such wonders in that field, and and you're still working on so many things. So that's really good, and what your father instilled in you has a long way to go, and it would really lead you to a lot of more successful launches and more work in the field. So,
Thank you.
when I was in school, Space Kids India was a really hype thing, like having workshops with them and all that sort of thing. So, even your association with Space Kids India has been a very fruitful one. So, would you like to tell us more about it, like how you came to know about it, how you guys associated, and all that?
Yeah, we at Space Kids India, we have trained more than 50,000 students in past 10 years. Space Kids India organization was started in 2010 and officially incorporated in 2012. Uh, it's been a 10 years, so it is a decade-year-old journey we had. I joined Space Kids India back in 2012. So we at Space Kids India, like we have trained more than 50,000 students in the past 10 years. We started in 2010 and we officially got incorporated in 2012. So it is a decade old. My association with Space Kids India started with the interview. I was an interviewer like you. I was taking an interview of Dr. Srimati Kesan that time. I was actually working as a journalist. I was in ninth standard. I got selected for a student journalist program. But in 2012, I got selected as the best student journalist of the year. So they gave me the assignment to go and take interview of Dr. Srimati Kesan. So because that is a year, Space Kids India started taking children from India to USA to train them in, train them at NASA Space Center about all the space related stuff. So it was really cool because that is the first time we are seeing something like that. I came to the Space Kids India office to take interview, but I always felt I lacked a platform to show my show my skill and show my how to say my interest, because I won national award two times for the science and technology. One time I won presidential award, and another time I won prime minister's award. But even after winning all those things, I always thought life is not all about winning a competition or getting award. We need to do something practical, and we need to build products, not just projects. So that is the moment I came to know about Space Kids India. So I slowly, I initially started participating in their competitions. Then I become part of the Space Kids India itself. Even though we train more than 2 to 3 thousand students per year, but only 2 or 3 people will be getting into our team every year. So we have a very restricted and very limited amount of intake every year, because we work on something which is very complicated and very confidential. So we make sure everything is properly set up and everything is going smoothly. Uh, that is how we got associated. So here in Space Kids India, we had a beautiful team, because space is something which not a single person can do. We need expertise from different industries. So we had a beautiful team. We had like great minds coming together. So we were able to achieve all the stuff.
Right. Space Kids India is actually working a lot. Even I got to know about it when I was in school. They used to conduct workshops at our school, so it was quite fascinating and interesting about the work that you all do at Space Kids India. It was the competition Cubes in Space that made you gave you the platform to launch Kalamsat, and it could you tell us about your journey of participation and then eventually ending up winning it with like over 80,000 participants, and it was you guys who won the competition? So if you could tell us something.
Yeah, CubeSense Space, it is a competition being organized by iDoodle Inc., which is an education company in collaboration with NASA Goddard Space Flight Center. So that is where NASA Wallops flight facility is coming under. So it is a great program to give a lot of opportunities to the students around the world, because it's been like 3 years since we launched Kalamsat. Now ISRO is providing a lot of opportunities to the students. But back in the time, the opportunities for school level students was very low. We only had competitions like drawing competitions, essay writing competitions, or an educational tour and that kind of thing. We didn't have any major build your own satellite, put that in space. We didn't have that kind of competitions back in 2017. Even now also it is very restricted. But Kidz in Space is one of a kind competition they conducted. You build a payload under 64 grams, which could be helpful for future space exploration, and we will fly it. It need not be a satellite. It need not be any food, or it might not be It can be anything. You can even build a new type of space food, which can fit inside the container they provide, 4 into 4 into 4 centimeter container. They will fly it, and you will get the result. But what we thought is, it is a once in a lifetime opportunity for getting, for something to put something in space. So we thought, why don't we convert, they are giving us that cube, right? 4 into 4 into 4 centimeter size cube, right? Instead of putting some payload into it, we thought, why don't we convert the entire space into a satellite? So that is the first thing. But a week before Cubes in Space announced the competition, I also want to include the gulab jamun stuff here itself, so it will go very well together. A week before the competition, I told that before Kalamsat itself, we used to do a lot of satellites. We built a 1 kg satellite, and we are planning to launch that. So we were talking with people who are launch providers who provide rockets. So that is the moment we came to know it will cost around 1.4 to 1.5 crores to launch a single kg, 1 kg of payload into space. For example, if you want to build a satellite and launch it into orbit, into space, it will cost as same as an high-end Audi car or a BMW car. So it is that costly. Space is very expensive. So it is not that accessible, right? If you're an electronic student, you can do some projects in electronics. If you're a computer science student, you can do some, build some software. But if you want to build satellites, I'm not going to tell aerospace engineering, which I will come later, because aerospace engineering has nothing to do with building satellites that much as electronics and communication is. But you want to build satellite related projects, you don't have the platform to practically learn about satellites. So we thought that is the moment we thought, we were thinking what are the different options we can do. So we really got confused. We were thinking. So I asked, we asked our team mentor and the CEO of Space Within, Dr. Srimati Kesan. We asked her to make gulab jamun for us. So whenever we get tensed or whenever we think the solution is not coming, we will just have some. It is like Cadbury slogan. Take some sweet and celebrate. I don't think Cadbury will make it into an advertisement. If they are making, yeah, they can sponsor us. We'll be happy to do that. But coming to this, we wanted gulab jamun, and she made the gulab jamun, and we were about to eat gulab jamun. That is the moment I and my teammate Abdul Kashif, we were thinking, why don't we build a satellite which is as small as gulab jamun? We suddenly got that idea. So we were discussing about that. We were just having fun. We were having fun. We can make small satellites and put it like we were tin can, like how they sell gulab jamun. We can sell satellites like that. We were doing all those stuff, crazy stuff, making memes out of it. But the next week, NASA came up with this announcement of competition for sending 64-gram payload to space. So that is the moment we thought, okay, now we thought it is a funny idea, but now we really have an opportunity in front of us. So why don't we participate in that and give it a try? It was a tough competition. See, a lot of students, different countries. More than 50% of the people are from America, because America is the one who is hosting the competition. So there will be a lot of competitions out there. And uh, I was just in the 12th standard that time. We had a lot of doubts in our mind, but we thought, like, why don't we just do a try? So we made a proposal, we participated in that, and by God's grace, we got selected. It is not, we just, they selected around 60 payloads. There are around 60 payloads they selected. But in that payload, ours was the only satellite, because all other payloads were like some batteries or some people send a new kind of chewing gum, so astronauts can have chewing gum in space. So a lot of people send different payloads. Ours was the only payload satellite in that 64-gram space for everyone.
Okay. So basically, some conversations with friends can become so successful that we can't even imagine that. So that's a very good thing. You mentioned about your colleague Abdul Kashif. So you're someone who credits your team a lot, and it wouldn't have been possible to reach all the success without your team. So could you tell us something about your team as well?
Sure. That is a very important question, actually. After doing all this Kalamsat 1, Kalamsat 2, and all this, we received a lot of questions from different students. Like, if I want to build satellites, if I want to get into space industry, should I take aerospace engineering? We have received this message a lot of time. People think just because the aerospace engineering course is having the word space in the course, a lot of people are getting confused. Even sometimes colleges are getting confused. When we built the satellite, I was finishing my first standard and now I was about to go to college. A lot of colleges itself is asking me why you want to take electronics or physics related course instead of taking aerospace. So I want to clear that space is not a department like Department of Electronics and Communication, Department of Computer Science. Space is not a department. Space is a place. Earth is a place, Mars is a place, Moon is a place. Like that, space is also a place. So if you want to build something, if you want to build a home, you need civil engineer, you need carpenter, you need electrician. So satellite is also like that. If you want to make the structure, you need mechanical engineers. For power and solar panels, you need electrical engineers. The main person, like important for people behind the satellites will be from EC, electronics and communication engineering, because you need to build sensors, payloads, onboard computers, communication system and everything. And all these things should have a life. You cannot send a dead satellite into space. You need to make it alive. How will you make a computer to come alive? You need to program it. So you need a good computer science engineers in your team. So satellite is a complete team effort. It's not for just for us. For everyone who want to build a rocket or satellite, this is the actual situation. That is an important reason we had a very beautiful team that is now extended even more. Now we have more than 25 people in our team. We had Abdul Kalam, who is the lead engineer. Myself, so I was the lead scientist. Then we had Ignasai, who was the lead technologist. Then we had Tanish Dwivedi, who managed all the flight engineering related work. Vinay Bharadwaj, who is the structural engineer, designing the external structure. And finally, we had Gobi Nath, who is the biologist of the team, because we also sent some seed sample on board our satellite. So we had biologists in our team. So it was totally 7 people. Now we have more than 25 people simultaneously working in more than 3 satellites.
Right, as they say that teamwork is dream work. It was your team's hard work that made your dream come true. So like all this was so overwhelming, getting all the limelight and all the achievements that you guys had. And since it was not only the first time a satellite made by an Indian student was launched into space, it was also the first time a 3D printed satellite, correct me if I'm wrong, a 3D printed satellite was tested in space by NASA. So, how did you all feel after accomplishing all this, and what all hurdles did you face?
Yeah, cool question. First of all, regarding the limelight you are telling, right? We also receive a lot of queries from students, and we are really sad about that. That many people ask us, like, if I build a satellite, can it become famous? A lot of students ask us. The answer is no. The thing is, like, we didn't become famous for all the space missions. We built something really out of like context, and we didn't have any intention or goal to become famous. Our intention or goal was to make something useful and productive in space environment, in space industry. By God's grace, it happened and people liked it. But if your goal is to become famous, then space industry is not for you. If you are working in space industry, it is more like serving your nation. Because in space industry, your salaries will be low, your business margins and everything will be low. It is more like a passion-driven industry. Almost you can consider it as like serving your nation in a much simpler way. Our army people are doing great stuff, but space industry is also playing a small role in the national defense and everything. So your goal should be something different rather than a name or limelight. If you do really good thing, if you're really doing outstanding thing, then I hope everything will automatically start falling into places. And regarding the 3D printed thing, yeah, it was like one of the main reasons why we went to 3D printing was uh, conventionally they use milling process to manufacture satellite structures. Before our thing, there was one thing from Russia, a different university, which they 3D printed out of aluminum. They aluminum 3D printed. Our satellite was the first ever carbon fiber 3D printed satellite because carbon fiber is light, it is a composite material, and 3D printing will make it very easier that you can whatever it is in your mind, you can just 3D print it and it will become really, like the real stuff in your hand. So that is one of the important reasons is to save weight and make a rapid prototyping possible in space exploration. After that, it was a great achievement because the rocket goes through a 16G acceleration. So 16 times we will face 16 times the normal gravitational force during the flight. And then we will be, suddenly we will be in a microgravity environment less than 0.01G or something. We will be in microgravity. So all this shock, all this vibration, everything, your satellite has to go through it. And it successfully went through everything and it worked flawlessly. So we felt amazing. It gave us a lot of confidence to work on the future projects. Then we worked on Kalamsat 2, which was launched on board PSLV rocket, which is even very bigger than what the sounding rocket we had. in Kalamsat. So all these things get confidence, and also all these things which motivated, we can even do further, we can even do great.
Right. So we'll come to an end. Like you were right when you said that follow your passion and success and fame would all follow you automatically. So that's something that I'll keep in mind for all my future endeavors. So before we end this, what's your message for the young space enthusiasts, for youngsters who want to join the field and maybe work on your footsteps, all that?
Yeah. Being with space enthusiasm is different. It's, working professionally in the space segment is very tough. Many people love space, but if you want to work in the space, if you want to take your career into the space industry, you have to follow certain things. The first thing is like you should be very really practical. You should be practical. That many people ask us, if you many people think that getting into ISRO is the only way you can get into the space industry. But right now, ISRO itself is promoting private space agencies and private startup companies to come and build space hardware. So in future, what I'm expecting from students is instead of not just concentrating for jobs at ISRO, people should search for what are the private opportunities available, how they can be part of a private company. If you may not believe that most of the PSLV parts are already from the past itself it is being manufactured by L&T and Godrej Aerospace. So already there are a lot of private involvement in this industry, so you can become part of that. And you have to be very practical. It is not something just for team or or for a short term project or something. You have to be practical, and whatever the goal, it should be achievable. It should not be surrealistic, or it should not be like like super realistic. Because a lot of times we get queries like people telling that finding aliens or ancient technology and all those stuff. Yeah, those all are really great. But if you want to get started, your first project you're undertaking should be really practical. Then only you can show some practical result to the people, and then only you can earn your credibility. Because in space, it is really hard to earn the credibility. So you have to plan it out. You have to come up with a proper plan, and then you can get into the space industry.
All right. Thank you. And that was really insightful. I hope that students and the upcoming generation takes a lot from that and take up space as a professional thing more than just like most of the students are interested in space and all that, but not many go and take it up as a professional thing. So I hope that happens, and you guys and your team at Space Kids India is doing a marvelous job encouraging students to come into this field, explore space. And I once again congratulate you and your team for such amazing job for Kalamsat 2, and the other things that you're doing. And I hope wish you the best of luck. And thank you so much for giving us your time. And I'm really sorry for the technical glitch that happened.
No problem. No problem. Thank you so much, and thank you so much to the Campus Martha team for this cool opportunity. All the best for you guys also. You guys are doing a great job, connecting all the colleges to the bridge. It's really a great initiative. All the best to you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.